There's something special about nights like this one. November 13, 2025. When the ice feels heavier, the lights sharper, and every shot, every save, every shift carries the pulse of the season. Welcome to another deep dive into the world of hockey, a night where 5 matchups shape not only the standings, but the storylines that stretch across the league. Tonight, we're talking heart, hustle, and numbers that don't lie. We're breaking down 5 NHL games and 10 betting angles that deserve a second look, not just from the surface, but from inside the flow of the ice. So settle in, because by the time we're done here, you'll see the board the way the experts do, through pace, possession, and poise. Let's drop the puck in Montreal, where the Canadiens welcome the Dallas Stars. On paper, it's quiet, a typical Thursday tilt. But look closer and you'll see two teams built almost the same way, structured, talented, and ruthless in the small spaces. Dallas comes in with a 3rd of April 10 record, but those numbers hide the grind. They've been winning by margins razor thin, 5 straight games decided by 2 goals or fewer. Montreal's been in that same lane, 3 of its last 5 decided by just a single goal. Both teams are balanced, both tested, and both skating on equal rest after Tuesday matchups. But the cracks, they're there. Dallas enters without Matt Duchene, Jamie Benn, and Nils Lundqvist, each out, each cutting away a layer of insulation from a team that now leans hard on its top line. Miro Heiskanen and Jake Oettinger hold the structure together, but even Oettinger's numbers, a 2.89 goals against and an .896 save percentage, show strain. Montreal, meanwhile, keeps finding ways to hang in. Nick Suzuki, calm as a surgeon, leads the Canadiens with 20 points and 16 assists, while Cole Caulfield keeps firing from anywhere on the ice with 12 goals already. Their netminder, Jakub Dobes, has been nothing short of steady, with a 2.25 GAA and a confidence that settles his team. It's a game decided on inches, but those inches favor Montreal. Home ice gives Suzuki the matchups he wants, the last change he needs. The Canadiens thrive when they control tempo and space, especially when they're getting a goal and a half cushion. That's our first pick, Montreal to cover the spread as the home underdog. Now, if you're talking totals, you're talking goals, and both of these teams bring them in bunches. Dallas averages 2.94 for and 3.06 against. Montreal sits at 3.64 for and 3.19 against. Add that up and you get a game trending towards 6 or more, and the data backs it. Between them, 22 of their combined 33 games have cleared 5.5 goals. And here's the real kicker. Both power plays are elite. Dallas sits second in the league at 33%, Montreal 5th at 26%. They move the puck cleanly, find high-danger chances, and pressure the slot relentlessly. Unless both goalies stand on their heads, this one opens up fast. Over 5.5 is the move, our total pick. We head next to Sunrise, Florida, Capitals versus Panthers, 2 teams with the same record but completely different identities. Florida has every reason to wobble with Alexander Barkov, Matthew Tkachuk, and others missing time, yet they don't. They hold their shape, stay patient, and find ways to win ugly. Their win in Vegas told the whole story. Defense solid, Bobrovsky sharp, and depth players buying into every shift. Brandon Montour drives pace from the back end, Sam Reinhart fills every gap, and Aaron Ekblad with Gustav Forsling keeps the ice clean. Washington, they're the opposite kind of steady. They slow games down, defend in layers, and wait for mistakes. Their power play has struggled, their penalty kill bleeds lanes, and with Pierre-Luc Dubois out, they lose an anchor down the middle. When these two styles meet, Florida's home ice, composure, and structure shine through. Even short-handed, they're the team better built to win this kind of chess match. The Panthers' money line is the play here, our side pick. The total, though, brings more debate. Washington thrives on low-event hockey. They drag games under with good gaps and quick clears, while Florida tends to dictate rhythm with pressure but rarely overextends. Most data leans under, yet when both teams can reach 3 goals even in tight setups, you can't rule out the over. One power play breakdown, one empty netter, that's all it takes. Expect a slow burn that still sneaks over the projected total late in the third. Next, we move to a rematch that's pure chaos waiting to happen, Edmonton and Columbus. Their first meeting, a 5-4 overtime thriller that saw Edmonton blow a 3-goal lead, only to survive. It was less a hockey game and more a roller coaster with sticks. And now, just days later, they meet again, tired, bruised, and hungry. Columbus flew home from Seattle after a shootout win. Edmonton grinded through Philadelphia the night before. Fatigue levels match. Execution will waver. Instincts will take over. That's where special teams become the difference, and no one runs a power play like the Oilers. They're converting at 32.6%. Columbus, on the other hand, kills penalties at just 72.7%. That's a canyon-wide gap, and it stays there even without Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Kasperi Kapanen. McDavid and Draisaitl carry the offense with precision, and the blue line led by Bouchard and Ekholm adds balance. Columbus brings youth and fire. Marchenko, Fantilli, and Monahan anchor a scrappy lineup, but injuries to Boone Jenner and Kent Johnson cut into their center depth. The market sees it clearly. Edmonton is a small favorite around -120 holds value because they control the game's most reliable scoring path, the power play. Edmonton on the money line is the side pick here. Now, if you're betting the total, let's just say, quiet isn't in the vocabulary for these two. Edmonton's games have hit totals of 9, 10, 7, 5, and 5. Columbus has gone 3, 9, 7, 6, and 5. That earlier meeting hit 9 goals. Neither goaltending crew inspires much confidence. Skinner and Picard for Edmonton both sit under .890 save percentage. Columbus has steadier numbers with Greaves and Mertzlikens, but their defense gives up just as many chances as it creates. Fatigue, pace, and suspect goaltending equal one thing: goals. Over the projected total is our call again. Now to Denver, where altitude meets attitude, Buffalo Sabres versus Colorado Avalanche. This one looks lopsided before the puck even drops. Colorado stands tall at the 5th of January 11, a team that knows exactly how to win. They control the puck, dictate tempo, and crush teams in this building. More than 4 goals a game scored, just 2 allowed. No regulation losses at home. Every shift feels measured, calm, and composed. Buffalo, by contrast, arrives winless on the road and missing key players all over the roster. Their captain is out on personal leave. Their forward depth is paper thin. It's the kind of matchup that separates contenders from survivors. Colorado's got depth, structure, and momentum. Buffalo has heart, but little else right now. The Avalanche -1.5 spread holds true value because they're simply the more complete team. They skate with confidence, and in Denver's thin air, tired legs show faster than anywhere else. The total, however, tells a quieter story. You'd expect fireworks from Colorado at home, but they control pace too well to let games spiral. They score 4 a night, allow just over 2, and kill penalties with near perfection. Buffalo's offense, meanwhile, sputters below 3 goals per game. Their special teams don't spark momentum, and their missing pieces have stripped creativity from the lineup. This has all the makings of a 4-1 or 3-1 kind of night, businesslike, efficient, and under the projected total. And finally, we close the night in Vegas, Islanders versus Golden Knights, a matchup that shines bright but plays dark and gritty. Vegas carries the reputation of a powerhouse, but recent games have exposed the cracks. Key players like Mark Stone, Adin Hill, and William Karlsson are either out or questionable. The team has fought to maintain structure, but the goals against are stacking up, and the depth has been stretched to its limits. The Islanders, meanwhile, are quietly dangerous. 2 straight road wins, a top line producing in rhythm, and a goaltender in Ilya Sorokin who's rediscovered his calm. Vegas still commands respect, but the value sits with the Isles. They play disciplined hockey, keep things tight, and don't chase chaos. Every sign points to another close game, tighter than the line suggests, and that makes the Islanders the smart underdog lean. The total here trends the same way. Vegas has been slower lately, more controlled, more cautious. The Islanders don't push tempo unless they grab an early lead, and on the road, they're even more conservative. Special teams cancel each other out. Vegas with a good power play but shaky penalty kill, Islanders steady but unspectacular on both ends. Expect long shifts in the neutral zone, low event periods, and a game that lands under the projected total by design, not by accident. And there you have it. 5 games, 10 sharp angles, each one telling its own story of fatigue, form, and momentum. From Montreal's resilience to Colorado's dominance, from Edmonton's power play precision to Florida's structure under pressure, every matchup tonight speaks to one truth. The numbers matter, but the ice always tells the full story. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let me know in the comments which game you're locking in on tonight. Do you ride with the Canadiens at home? Do you trust the Avalanche to keep rolling? Or are you leaning toward another wild night from Edmonton and Columbus? Your takes matter, and your insight helps drive these breakdowns. This has been Beyond the Box Score, where hockey meets strategy, and data meets drama. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and keep your eyes on the puck, because every game tells a story.